Hare Krishna, welcome. Please join in this sloka recitation. Today's sloka, 9th chapter, sloka number 20.
त्रैवेद्या मां सोमपाः पूतपापा यज्ञैरिष्ट्वा स्वर्गतिं प्रार्थयन्ते ते पुण्यमासाद्य सुरेन्द्रलोकम् अश्नन्ति दिव्यान् दिवि देवभोगान्.
Please join the wonderful recitation of the sloka by Krishna himself. Krishna says, those who study the Vedas and drink the Soma juice, seeking the heavenly planets, worship me indirectly. Then they take birth on the planet of Indra, where they enjoy divine delights. Now, just see the setup. People study the Vedas. They drink the Soma juice, whatever is given in the method. It's not a bad drink. It's a good drink given by the Devas. Seeking heavenly planets. So, you see the very purpose of studying the Vedas is to follow whatever is told in that and drink whatever is told in that. But what is the aim, ultimate aim? To reach the heavenly planets. So, people are attracted because they know this world, whatever there are pleasures and pains in this world, but they have a imaginary idea or an idea with the imagination of different people which is already fed in their brains. That is going to be a wonderful place, heavens. So, they do that. But why Krishna says they worship me indirectly? Everything is ultimately Krishna, but they are not worshipping him directly. Their aim is different. Their aim is not Krishna. That's why Krishna says, okay, go ahead. You want heavenly planets? Yes. You follow whatever is told in the Vedas. It's perfectly alright for me. Then what happens? As a natural course, they take birth on the planet of Indra or Swargaloka, where they enjoy divine delights. The happiness, what is there in that, is not explained because those who have seen it, they have not come back. Those who have come back, they have not seen it. So, such people, we only end up thinking of some divine things, divine happiness and all. So, Krishna knows all the planets he has created. He knows what is there in which planet, how the life in the Devaloka is there, how he also knows how life in his Goloka Vrindavana, his own place is there. So, with this, he knows what we are going to enjoy. Once the results of this reading of the Vedas and following the instructions is to be born there, but there is a catch. Always Krishna has a catch somewhere. In Telugu they say Gollam. Krishna puts a hook there. What is that? They reach the heavens, but the life there is limited and very temporary, and it's over within no time, because subsequently he says once the punya, what they accumulated by reading these Vedas and all, once that is exhausted, they are thrown back to the Dukhalayam Asaswadam, the temporary world where is full of miseries. So, this he knows. So, that is how the whole thing works. When even the heavenly pleasures are limited, then there is only a flickering happiness. Talking of the divine pleasures takes us to a funny situation involving Manta's errors and the always angry boss Keshav's patience. Once Keshav and his friend Madhav, both are MDs of two companies, they were talking. They were in the garden casually talking at that time. Manta was working in the plants as a gardener. He has multiple roles. And Keshav says about that, I don't know how to deal with this Manta. Madhav was surprised. He said, I thought he is very helpful to you. He is helping you in the office, he is helping you in the house, he is helping in the garden. No, you don't know. Madhav, there is lot of mistakes he does. Of course, everybody does mistakes. But there is a specialty about Manta. When he does some mistakes, it takes a divine pleasure, heavenly pleasure in those mistakes. That's why he never wants to come out of those mistakes. The more he does, the more people scold him, the more he is happier. Hare Krishna.